What's up, JJ? Hey, James Eller. It's still raining, still raining, still raining. Lounge time. I can hear my heater kicking. Hi, JJ. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Lucky James Eller. Hi, Jack Gallman. It's still the pitter patter and the rain and raining of outside for sure. It's gonna be a couple more days of it. So I always get requested for the song. I'll just play a little bit of it before I put my guitar down, but for some reason everybody wants me to play this song, and they want a lot of people to play this song. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I gotta see. If I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. No, and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Bye bye, it's been a sweet love, though this feeling I can't change. Please don't take it so badly, 'cause Lord knows I'm to blame. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you never change. Oh, and this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord help me, I can't change. Won't you fly, yeah. I think the song is called Freebird. If you've never heard it, you might want to look it up, because I think they play it a little better than I do. but it gets requested a lot. I know it wasn't requested tonight, or was it? Hey Biggie 143, good to see you, buddy. What's up, Lucky James? John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. It feels like old times too. Need like an old times night. Old times with the old timers. Young timers. Young whippersnappers. Youngins. Cheers. I have a couple old, well, this one's the oldest, but there are some interesting matchbook covers. This is the top of a thing. It's made in England, as you can see there. 2 dogs, safety matches, and it was glued to somebody's collection. But that one's interesting, and then I have a racy one. What's up, OC Stacker? How bad is the storm up there by you? There's flooding for sure. There's definitely flooding, OC. How about where you are? This is Fredericks, speaking of where we are, of Hollywood. Fredericks of Hollywood, mini skinny matchbook. Only has, what, 3, 6, 9, 10 matches. Fredericks of Hollywood, stores located coast to coast. We go from coast to coast to coast. 10 matches. What'd you think of the Hoosier I sent you a picture of, Can? A Hoosier. Did you send me a picture, Biggie? I don't know. Oh. I don't know if I looked at it. Oh, is that a jacket? I know I'm wearing something kind of similar to that, I guess, but not really. Yeah, what is that, Biggie? What's that all about? Is that just a cold weather gear item? I don't know if I'll show it. I don't know if I should show it. Remember these? Certified ice. You get your block ice, you get your crushed ice, you get your cubed ice. Cubes, there it is. Cubes, block, and crushed. There they are, all 3 of them. 24-hour self-serve ice-o-mat. Boren Brothers Incorporated, certified ice. Cubes, block, and crushed. There it is right there. Just like comes out of the wall like crazy, like awesome factory that's just so smart and ahead of its time. I don't think that's how it worked. Probably not. These are your convenient neighborhoods. Oh, on the west side. The west side. There you have it. On the west side. Well, there's 3. How about the Red Cross? We got a Red Cross. Cough drops, 5 cents. It's another skinny mini one. 5-cent cough drops. 3 types: old, reliable, menthol, and whorehound. 5 cents, friendly to your throat. I think I could probably use one of these right now. My throat feels better already. It works. This has some cool Leon and Eddie's 35th West, 52nd Street, New York City. Leon and Eddie's. Look at them. Do you think they greet each other that way every time that they meet? How you doing? I'm pretty good. How are you? All right. My hair is kind of flat. I'm every day. Great. How's the tuna? Pretty good. Well, say hello to your missus. You too. Luncheon, dinner, and after theater. The phone, El Dorado, 59414 and 59415. It's an old one. Midget Matchbook. Midget Matchbook. There you have it. By Lion Match Company, New York City. Gives you the patent numbers. That was number 5. I'll do one more because I think oh wait, here is that auto loans. That's not what I thought that was. What? All right, let's see who these guys are because this is from a bowling alley. I'm gonna look these guys up under the scope. This is another thin one. It's a bowling alley, and I love bowling alley. And if you saw the thumbnail, it's about bowling. It's good for your health. The Lodamar Bowling, Cocktails, Entertainment, Restaurant. 507 Wilshire Boulevard, Santa Monica, California. Closed before striking. I want to see what these guys look like. We're going to check them out. The House of Champions. Here we go. Speedy. Andale, mara, Speedy. Uh-oh. How you doing, Speedy? Hope that you are feeling well. All right, I'm going to check out who these guys are, and then I'm going to sit back and talk to everybody properly. But Harold... Oh, he's got glasses. Look at... He put glasses there. Harold Floyd, it looks like. Harold Ployd? I would say that's an F. That's a weird F. Harold Ployd. If I'm reading that correctly, Harold Ployd, glasses. Well, he's a star. And we also have Ned Day. Nede. No, not Nede. Ned Day. Nede. To be confused with Janae. Nede. Ned Day. Ned Day. And Hank Marino. See, Hank Marino was so easy to say. Thank you, Hank Marino, for having a name that was easy to say. And for Ned Day and Harold Ployd glasses. I wish you all well. Here is the phone number if you want to call up the Lodamar Bowl. It's Santa Monica SM 4-2424. There you go. I didn't write that. This is just stuff that I have, and the people that made them, or the people that were a part of that life. That's a different life, not. I could. I'm gonna lobby them right now. Hold on one second. Red Cross, if you can hook a brother up with Red Cross, come on. Can you hook me up with 3 different types of cough drops? Even one type of cough drop, if you can just send them to like the door and just like deliver them for me, please. 3 different types. I only need one cough drop. Okay, I feel better now. I've asked. I've asked for what I needed. Doing good. Should be asleep. Wanted to say hello and be safe on the roads. Speedy, get your sleep, buddy. I know we talked about this, and he, his partner's driving. Come on, Detective Can Can, Detective Can Can, Detroit Can Can. Um, what can DET stand for? Speedy, I love you, buddy. Definitely stay safe on the roads and get some sleep. I know you got to be out in this, like driving. I'm staying home talking to y'all. Be thinking good thoughts for you, Speedy. I'm just thinking of things in my head. Nothing new. Those of you who are listening with headphones, can you hear the... See, I know we have fish tanks, but besides the fish tanks, I'm wondering if you can hear the rain outside and how much it's actually like cascading down and all that. Just curious. Double L on the matchbook. There's a double L on the matchbook? Really? Thule. We're looking at matchbooks, and I apparently have a double die, double L. I'm just kidding. Hey, JJ, does it have to do with the guy? With one of the guys in the bowling alley? That I think is my favorite of the matchbooks that I showed. I also have these things that are really cool. They're Southern California Bardell Phototone miniatures. 20 views. You're supposed to... This thing is like so broken down because it's so old, but you can basically put one in there and it'll show it off. But there are some cool ones. This is downtown Los Angeles. Broadway, Los Angeles, California. This is my favorite spot in LA. It is the Hollywood Bowl. And it has... Each one has it right there. Hollywood Bowl, Hollywood, California. And they're numbered. They're mini... They're basically miniature postcards. This is Santa Monica. Or Palisades. Santa Monica, California. And then there's like one beach scene. Here's the beach scene, I think, from Long Beach. Yeah, beach scene, Long Beach, California. And they're just blank on the back, but they're thick, like it's like the size of a and the texture of a a card that you would pass to somebody, a business card. It's kind of about the size of them. So, that being said, what's new with y'all? I haven't been able to really just sit and chat with anybody for a while, and it's weird, like having like the weather be the way it is. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. So I kind of feel like I'm back to like, it just feels right to just sit on the couch and interact and chat and kind of do what we did, and that's kind of how like Jack and I found like or got to know each other better. We found each other somewhere else at somebody else's channel, and then Jack and I like traded something and found a way to get along, and Biggie too, and then Caney Creek is here, brother Caney Creek. Oh, Tuli, you love. I know Tuli loves art just in general, and this is an interesting story too. But Tuli, this is a hand carved, not with all hand tools, no machine tools, and it's from Caney Creek Woodcarver, and he put this up for an auction that I was doing to get auctioned off, and Biggie 143 bid on it and said send it to just you keep it, and so I know I got to keep it on my couch still. I gotta figure it out. I'll put it right there. Thank you, Caney Creek. Thank you, Biggie. Boatman, I think you're slick. Cheers, Boatman. He is so nice that they named him twice. Boatman. The picture is a velvet hoodie, New Year's. Oh, a gunny. Oh, I understand. I can wear that and then it'll be like kryptonite. I get it, Biggie. Now it makes total sense. I was in like, auction mode and kind of. This is what he sent me. Like, I'm like, is it because it's cold and rainy? I don't know. It's to repel my friend, Gunny. He won't want to touch me if I'm wearing that. There's something to that. Thanks, Biggie. Saving friendships left and right. Biggie. That's why he's got this like super E, super Biggie. Biggie, you're onto it, man. He's on another level. So Caney Creek, how are you, man? I know that you have not been like feeling great. Boatman, I haven't seen you in I know I haven't been on, and I'm trying to think the last time I actually just did a lounge for the sake of doing a lounge, not to not to come on and do anything. When I don't remember when the last time is I did that. I know it was last year. It was probably in probably in November, if I had to guess. Sometime in November. You'll need some blue suede shoes. Well, you can search my name all over the place. Doing a thing for you. But John Jacobs, stay off of my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but stay off my blue suede shoes. You can turn that sand with an old something jar. I can't remember the rest of the words, but bet you believe that John Jacobs does. So John Jacobs, this song is for you. You do so much for me and so much for others too. That was for John Jacobs. Thank you, JJ. Cheers, buddy. I know he likes the Grateful Dead too. Cheers. Established 1965. getting better, trying to get your stickers done. No worries, Caney Creek. If you can get them done, do it. If it's too much to do anymore, don't do it. You know, I'm honestly like fine with either, and just want you to feel well and be well. We got a friend, yeah. Her name is Thule, but not just one Thule, it's double Thule, Thule. Her name's Thule, and I want you to know she found us a nice surprise for show. But just watch out with your blue suede shoes, anyone. Because people like to step on them. Thule, and Boatman. I'm so glad to be a part of all of y'all. I'm from New York. I was born and raised in New York. So we got New York. Not in New York, but you get my drift. Or maybe you don't. If not, you can go somewhere else and everybody's happy. That's the beauty of it. SilverClan, hello all you beautiful people. Remember to thank God for the lighthouse. If not for the lighthouse, the ship would not have been, or the ship would have been lost. The light is what keeps me going, SilverClan, and I definitely am an adherer to the light and a proponent to spreading that light. Try to uplift, keep myself uplifted, but also uplift others to just vibrate higher. It was Martin Luther King Jr.'s day a couple, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And he's got a great quote of many things that I've heard. This one sticks with me the most. And he said, and I didn't go live that night. I had just gotten back from Florida and I still wasn't feeling quite great. And he said, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. And I think Martin Luther King has a lot to just that statement right there has a lot to be said in my mind about kind of how to go about making your little corner brighter. It's not always easy, but if you can make your little corner brighter, the world, I think, takes a little bit from it. Shimpy, hi friend. I echo your words. Tuli. Oh, it's comforting. Thank you, Tuli. I'm glad that you find it that way. Caney Creek. I have two antique cast iron bottle openers that look like the guy over your left shoulder. That look like Jimmy. That look like Hendrix. You got some vintage cast iron bottle openers that look like Hendrix. This is Jimi Hendrix, Caney Creek. Or do you have Native American ones? This is one of the. These are one of the things that I collect. I know some of you have seen them, but to the others who haven't, I collect ice picks. Always plenty something for your party. This one's kind of warped. Ice is safe. Oh, this was one of the very first ones I had. Ice is safe. I love this one. Then I have another one here. Use our ice. Burn our something. Firewood, I'm sure, probably. Owned and operated. Phone 5081. Not sure. But I like to collect ice picks. And some of the ice picks are also openers, as you can see. I forgot I left. My mom got one when I was home and when I was in Florida, and I forgot to bring it back. O'Brien, Glens Falls, Glens Falls, New York. O'Brien Ice Company. Prompt delivery. Dial 2-4522. Save with ice. So what I would do too is I would open my coin rolls with these. Not the safest thing to do. Here's a Coca-Cola one, an old Coca-Cola. It's really used up. Has a circular. Yeah, this one's pretty worn. It's had a lot of love. Whole lot of love. It's so lost without it. This one's pretty weathered too. I wonder what that says. That's not even English. Alright. Well. Otto Stahl, Stokers. I'm not sure what that is. Bar Cubbins. What got me into collecting these? I used to collect a lot of Coca-Cola, Bart, and honestly, I started collecting a lot of Coca-Cola stuff. Any Coca-Cola stuff I could find at so that was my grandfather's favorite drink, and just had a lot of. It was my favorite drink for many years growing up, and so Coca-Cola things, and then I just started liking other ones and trying to find just different ones. These are just the ones that I have near me, because I like to use them too for my coin roll hunting, so I can pop them open easily that way. They're just fun. I think about them at because people used them at parties, people used them at bars. I think about how fun they must have what good times they must have had. I don't know where they came from. That's part of the fun of it. That's with coins too. It's what were they spent on? Chickens, your Friday night brothel, your gambling, your gift to your loved one, a goat. I don't know, what could a Morgan silver dollar buy back then, or a drape bust, $50 cat bust. So yeah, like Coca-Cola, I have a really cool thing. I don't know if I've ever showed anybody on this. I mean, the lounge is the time to show it, but I have something from it. It's from San Bernardino, and San Bernardino, it makes me think of Frank Zappa. Also good for cleaning your ears. Katy Creek. What Coca-Cola is? These were not the bottles that came in it, because I sold a bunch of the bottles that came in it because they were regional. People like collectors in terms of like matchbook covers in particular. I can attest to Coca-Cola bottles, other things. A lot of times outside of coins. Let's just talk outside of coins. A lot of people like to collect things where they were from, where maybe their parents were from, or something like that, or regional stuff. They like some people just like to collect things from a certain area. If it says, Glens Falls, New York, if it says, you know, I don't know, some other place in the world. I don't know, like Wichita, Kansas, or if it says like San Francisco, California, or if it has just like a certain place that they just love. But so I sold a bunch of my point is I sold a bunch of the bottles. I have just some of the original ones, and then some just mix match. But that's not, oh god, it's kind of heavy. That's not the important thing. It's the, so here, let me, San Bernardino 1964. So it says San Bernardino 64, have a Coke. Let me show you. I mean, this thing is in pretty good shape still. San Bernardino 64. And some of the, I'll show you where to look at the bottles. Like, so the bottles, like, these are the 6 ounces or the 5.5 ounces. Some of them are 5.5 ounce, some of them are 6. And the embossed, so you want, not just the, here's the difference. This has the label. This is embossed in the actual, in the bottle. This is just a white label that's embossed. Here's where it says where it's from. Buffalo, New York. Let's go, Buffalo. So this one's from Buffalo, New York. I think this is Buffalo too. Yeah. So this one, New York, New York. I only have 4 of the embossed bottles left. And another New York, New York. So 2 from New York City and 2 from Buffalo. Then the other ones are just newer. This one is an interesting bottle. It's rounded at the bottom. I'm not sure what it says. I don't really feel like looking right now. But for some reason I have it in here. And then here's just an old apothecary bottle. Then the rest of them are just newer newer ones that have the thing on there. Do I still collect older Coke products? I don't. I got away from. I stopped drinking the product, and then I was just kind of like, no. So I'm starting to kind of like unload a lot of my Coca-Cola stuff, Tuli Tuli, quite honestly. But it was fun when I collected them, and it makes me think of like my dad was a middle school teacher, and I'd go into his what was it called, the faculty room, and they had an old school, pay 15 cents, I think it was at that time, 10 cents, and the 5.5 or the 6 ounce Coke would come out, and you'd pull it. You'd see them. They'd all be staring right at you, kind of like they are now, but they'd be staring at you from like the side. So, like this is a Coke bottle, though. The bottle would be like staring at you like this, and just pull me, pull it, pull it. It's like and so you'd be looking at the machine. It's like, oh man, I just want to like, get some of those Coke, and so it reminds me of that time, I think, but now I have other things that I can like remind me of, like with my family, that like doesn't relate to rotting your teeth out. Just playing. Coke's not good for you, though. It's really not. Any derivative of the word, or I'm just gonna move on. Yeah. Oh, the ice picks are really, there's nothing like weird about them. It's just I just started like liking ice picks because of Coca-Cola and I guess like regional stuff. I just think they're cool though too. I think they have like a really cool like, and they're great openers for coin rolls. I'll show you. Take a little Loomis. Take a little Loomis. All right, so you got a Loomis. You got, and I'm not hurting the top coin, but you just take it and you just pop it off. It's so easy. It's so easy. Love it. It's so simple. So that's really one of the reasons. But it's also like a really old Coca-Cola one that you just I wonder like what kind of parties like were thrown, that this was just, how many beers did this open and for what type of people, and what kind of fun were they having that night, and did they have like designated drivers for like horse and buggies, and thoughts come up. You gotta scratch that itch of those thoughts. Sometimes you just gotta sit late at night and be like, I don't know if I would have ever thought of that if I hadn't seen that damn ice pick. I don't think I ever would have had that thought. Probably not. Hi, Steph. We're talking about deep thoughts and ice picks. What are you up to? This one's got a condom on it. It's because it's protecting it. It's protecting me, I should say. I bought it that way. I think I got this actually. I want to shout out my friend Spray Can. Spray Can Coins gave me a few of these because he knew that I collected them. And so I got a few of these from Spray Can Coins, and this is how he sent it, because he wanted to protect it and also me and potentially himself. So, how are you, Steph? What's going on? Just to acknowledge it, I know, Steph, you had a rough end of last year. I had a rough end of last year, and I'm totally just like keeping the train on the tracks, going back to what I used to do, and just kind of that's sitting here and chilling on my couch and reading the chat and kind of chilling with all of you, and then sometimes getting distracted and doing my own thing, but for the most part, I like just kind of slowing things down right now. Like, slow it down. Moving too fast. That song by, what's the, I don't know, Pro Surfer. Line. Hey chat, can you help me? Line. He sings like Pancakes and can't think of his name right now. Johnny Rainbow. Green peppers and Italian sausage. That's not the guy. He's a Hawaiian surfer. Jack Johnson. Another JJ. John Jacobs. Jack Johnson. Yep. I'm actually kind of frantically trying to find a place in LA. Oh, that's fun. Blah. So if you know any available situations, let me know. I will, Steph. Trying to find a place is difficult. I understand in LA. Jerry Parker, it's going fast. What's up, party people? Hi, Jerry. Good to see you. Mandy's Candy, member for 2 months. Thank you, Mandy's Candy. How are you, my sweet friend? Good to see you. Good to see John Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Also Jerry Parker. Steph, if I can find like you got to let me know, in private and in an email or something, like what neighborhood specifically or area, because LA is so spread out. LA is like that song "Nobody Walks in LA." I know you've been here many times, but she means it when she sings it. I walk in LA, but I just like to walk. Anyways, if you can like narrow it down for me a little bit in private, like what neighborhood, and I will definitely like, because I know people in different neighborhoods too, where, I've lived here for almost 25 years. Holy crap. Yeah, 24 years now I've lived in Los Angeles. 24 years. Wow. What's going on, Jerry Parker? It's good to see you, my friend. A lot of people are staying up late. I used to stay up really late and just do this and chill and vibe, and I do miss it. I miss seeing people pop in and just kind of vibe with everybody. It's fun. It's fun for me. Let's see. Next to me, what can I show? This one is a tiki of sorts. Black Tahiti. This one is called. 1776 K Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C. Black Tahiti. It's an interesting matchbook. Hey, furry plants and coins. Hi, Ms. Tina. I missed you too on the late night. Well, I'm here. Right on, Jerry. And a lot of people would just listen, or they'd, they would the next day they would say, I'll give you an example. Texas Joe, our good friend that a lot of us know and miss dearly. He would say, I would miss you that night that you would do the late night, or the morning that you would do the late night lounge. And then I would just wake up and I would listen to you as like I was listening to a podcast. I wouldn't even like necessarily watch you. He would tell me the next day or a few days later, I was just listening to you, and he would share like things that he would pick out and just be like, illustrate certain things that I would say, and like basically ideas to kind of to work on, that were worthy of maybe addressing a little further, and he gave me such great like ideas and wisdom and like direction by doing that. And he would literally say to me, he's like, I would listen to you like you were a podcast, and it was entertaining for like 4 hours or however many hours you were on. He's like, I would listen to you the next day. He was retired and just had time to, if he wanted to, he would, and if he didn't, he'd go out and listen to the birds or go fishing, or just sit with his coins quietly, or do what he wanted. Lisa Anderson, hi friend. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you as well. And I met him in this coin community, in this whole during pandemic, and I just really think about getting back and doing more of this, just sitting here and catching up with everybody, because I feel like the last like I don't know, a year or so, I haven't really been able to like chill with people and enjoy it, and really just kind of get back to the things that made me, I don't know, not just happy but more connected with everybody, because that's what makes me feel happy, is to feel like connected, and I think that's what makes everybody happy. And a lot of ways. Yeah, you can say money, yeah, you can say this, you can say that, and we need things, definitely, but smiling, making some like good memories, laughing, being spontaneous, just being silly, I think to me like that's what is enjoyable in life for the most part for me. And when I'm with my family, we totally like vibe off each other. We like bounce off each other, and I think like that's kind of the way that I treat the chat. Like a lot of times I'll see people like bouncing ideas or just talking about different things, and I think like having that kind of like live thing happening when I'm like I see myself and I in my hand, hi, like I see what's behind me. I know what it looks like when I'm doing this live stream thing, but I'm looking in the chat now, and I'm able to focus on the chat now, because I'm not focusing on selling anything. I'm not focusing on anything other than what you are all doing, and it's just cool to like slow it down and be here with all of you, and not just see it running by and on to the next thing and then on to the next thing. I don't know. I want to keep this like I want this to be the next thing. But we all have things that we have to do, and balance. Oh, that's the other thing, balance. One of the things that I like to collect and I haven't I had to get rid of a lot of them, quite honestly, and but things that I like to collect on coins are fair trade, and or trade dollars, things like that, or not just coins, like bullion and rounds and things like that. I have I want to show you guys quickly. It's a What's up, Nick Allman? Good to see you. It's a scale for eggs. It's an egg scale, and then I had found this. It's like a where the story comes together. I had this scale and I had this egg, and then it was like, and it just came together one day. And so the egg is this. It's really cool. It's So it's two pieces, but it doesn't. I can't get it together, and I don't really want to keep like trying or try much. But it's really cool. It's metal. I mean, you got some characters in here. Look, I mean, what's going on? He's trying to steal his bread or something, or his, I don't know what's going on. He's got like a big, like, I don't know. So, and then I had the scale, and what the scale is, as you can see, is mascot egg grading scale. So it's an egg grading scale, and this thing right here is for the egg to go in. Well, I didn't have anything for it, and then finally I realized, oh, I do have something for it, and it's over on the wall over there. But this egg goes in the egg grading scale, and face replace. So just stuff like that I like a lot. And then you can see like the back side, there's nothing on that side. It's just, is it Russian? This might be Russian. The egg might be Russian. I'm not sure. So it's got blue, yellow, and kind of reddish pink at the bottom, purplish. I don't know. But Johnny Rainbow, you can let people know what we're gonna do right now. I'll be back in 2 minutes, and I'll put this back. And it's great to see you all, though, truly. Woohoo! Flag City, what's up? Flag City parts. Keep doing burnouts. I had the Ramones up earlier, Flag City. I gave you a shout out. Cheers, Flag City. Thank you for the kind birthday gift. Bring your own munchies. That's right. I'm going to have some later. So I did play a little Freebird earlier. I'll take one more request. It's funny because it wasn't even a request. I have had people say, like, you know, play Freebird, so it's not that complicated of a song. I obliged. Might be a little bit late, but I obliged. What's up with you, Flag City? How are you? It's still here raining. Still raining, still raining. There's a song from Hendrix. Now I got this itch I gotta scratch, see? Like, still raining, still raining. I gotta look it up. Still raining. Jimi Hendrix. Why did you burn your little brother's house down? Something like that. Still, that's not it. Still raining, still raining. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna go on down the rabbit hole for a second. I'm not gonna be looking at the chat. I want to try to see if I can find this song from Jimi Hendrix. Oh, Still Raining, Still Dreaming. That's why. Still Raining, Still Dreaming. Alright, well, maybe I can find it now. Alright, so sometimes this happens at the lounge. I get disappointed and just bear with me for a second. Hopefully this will not be one of those disappointing moments. Alright, chords. Let's just try that. Chords. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, it did come up. No, this is not it. Alright, nope, not gonna work. Attempts were made, and yeah, it's not gonna work. Alright, I'll look and see what it is. Flag City. Found something at an estate sale. It's a Flying V. Dave Mustaine, Mr. Megadeth himself. Flying V. Losing power on my battery. My battery. Can I set the battery? He used to be with Metallica too, as I do the battery reference. Dave Mustaine, signature. Dean. There's a couple pictures of Mr. Hello, my reality. I don't remember what he says. Megadeth. That's pretty cool. Flag City. Flag City parts. I'm down to 9%. I'm gonna go charge my phone up for a second. I can wait for 4 more percent. 4 more percentages. What will that matter among friends? I think I can last 4%. I'm just another 4%er. My mind is like an ocean. No, 1%. There's a song called 1% by Jane's Addiction I like. It makes me 1%. Alright, now I got another scratch. I couldn't scratch the other one. I gotta itch this one. Let me see if I can find 1% by Jane's Addiction. Let's see. 1. I think I tried to play this. I think this is on here. I think I have played this. It's in the key of these. It might not be in the right key. I'm in the key of G. Pretty sure. Second fret. Yeah. Not the song I was thinking of. I thought I had learned this before, but apparently I had not. Gotta work on those other parts. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for stopping in. Flag City. So did somebody buy that? It's kind of, I don't know if it's a Flying V, but did somebody buy it? The Dave Mustaine. And did it come with those photos too? Or not photos, but posters or framed pieces of art? There's the Dave Mustaine. There we go. Dean. Dave Mustaine signature. I emailed you. Gonna package up some sold items and listen. Alright, Steph. Glad that you're still here listening. I'll check out my email in a little bit. Green plastic watering can, full fake Chinese rubber plant, fake plastic. What's up, Z-Rich? She bought from a rubber man, a town for rubber plants, to get rid of itself. Wears him out. Wears him out. Wears him out. Wears it out. She lives with the broken man, cracked by the starry man, just crumbles and burns. Used to a surgery for girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. And it wears her out. Wears her out. Chimpy. Still raining, still dreaming, still raining. I paid $145 on the Dean guitar and $15 per picture. The left picture is the founding guitarist for Testament, and I tried like hell for the Dylan, Hendrix, and Ozzy signed stuff. That's really cool, Flag City. Flag City, Flag City, hearts. Keep doing burnouts. It's cool you got the guitar. And some of the pictures. Sing me a song, I'm the blocker blockers. Sing me a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a blocker blocker. And I got your song here. Alright. Woo! Blockers is here. Pirates, yes they run by, so lie to the merchant ships. Minutes after they survive from the bottomless pits, my head was made strong by the hand of the Almighty, and we forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? All I ever had, a redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. Got to fulfill this book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had are redemption songs, redemption songs, these songs of freedom. guitar. He ain't heavy, he's my guitar. The road is long, many a winding turn. Want some sense? I got a shit ton of Canadian cents. Maybe a mint sealed roll. I don't know. Sure, Blockas. Blockas. Mr. V Rose. Arriba. Undere. What's up, V Rose? We can do like a trade block. Blockas trade. That sounds fun. I'd be happy to. Blockas. Pardon me. Send me an email. I know that you and Jack know each other well, and I've checked out a few of your videos and stuff, and coin rolls. I haven't said anything sometimes, but I'll stop and leave a like, and I kind of bounce, and I don't get out much, but I do leave likes. I'm like the like fairy, and I just kind of like, I don't know. Hi, Blue Moon Bee. I love you. How are you? It's good to see you again. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Nobody can sleep, huh? I know it's late. Well, 10:30 on my coast. I'm on the West Coast. Those of you who are here in the chat, I think all of you know that, but there might be people watching that don't know that. It's only 10:30 here. It's 10:32. That's 1:32 on the East Coast, and in the middle, all points in between. Not all points, a few points on the hour. We're bidding on the hour in the mid states, not the half hour, not the quarter hour. 12:30 in Central. No Kenny Creek, not on the half hour. I'm just playing. I know he's not talking about that. Funny. I like to have little funnies in my head where I laugh about stuff. Don't we all? I mean, we honestly do. We all have these things that we find funny. Do you have a boogie board? A boogie board. It's my Ouija board. It doubles as a boogie board. I use my Ouija board as a boogie board. Is that weird? I put some extra shellac on it, and then I just take it out into the salt water. And I lay on it with my chesticles, just like hanging on this Ouija board that I've like modified into a boogie board. Mrs. Cake pull you in the street. I'll stand on it. No, it'll be like a skim board. Are you kidding me? I'm not putting my chest on that. I'm not gonna like lay there, because as soon as you get off the water, you're just like on pavement. Even if it's wet pavement, your face and your I'm not gonna be laying on that. I'm gonna be upright. I'm gonna be like skimboard, like a skimboard, skimboarding. skimboarding, skimboarding. I'm about to take this damn like 2024 Mayor Max and the Mayors of Idlewild. I'm gonna take this and like totally like get rad with it. In the Rain. Hi, Scoop. Hi-de-ho. Are you familiar with the Mayor Max? They're amazing. I've said too much. Hi, Scoop. I'm glad that you're here and are chilling with us. We're just getting our sillies on. I'm thinking like an hour. I'm thinking I'm gonna stay on for one more hour. What time is it? 10:30. 11:30. 12 max. 11:30. Seems pretty good. Oh snap! I need a 2024 calendar. You can't have that one. That one's really near and dear to our hearts. Golden Retriever Max, Mayor Max. It checks a lot of boxes, Mr. V Rose. It does. It checks a lot of boxes. It just seems like it's the one that we have to have on our wall. Of course, it's not on our wall. It's right next to me here, so it hasn't made it. It's the second month in, and it hasn't made it on the wall yet, so it's not that important to us. I can maybe talk to the missus. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not in the calendar sales business, you know. I don't know if I've ever sold a calendar before. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, Mr. V Rose. Yeah, we'll have to talk about it. I just got a 5-second commercial for calendars. Is that what the role is? If anybody else, so I did it because I'm not doing an auction tonight. I did it where I'm just like, people will get all of a sudden like a commercial like in the middle of my live stream. It's just gonna happen. It if it makes you mad, you can get mad at me. Don't get mad at the the commercial. You can get mad at the commercial. I don't care if you get mad at the commercial. Anyways, he just found that out tonight that Mr. V Rose, because they ask you when you do the live stream, so you know, where do you want us to put in the ads, and I'm like, I don't care, just like I want to get on to the next thing, and they won't let you move on unless you like, you know, say, and you know, I do choose to monetize them, but I also I don't need them like, you know, giving me crap about it either. I am not in the calendar. No, I have not. I didn't pose for that calendar, Block is, or any calendar really, that has been published, I believe. Oh God, Biggie. No, of different shirts that I've worn. Like that would be a good one. If I'm gonna do one, it'll be different shirts that I've worn, Biggie, on my live streams, or like not live streams, probably my auctions. Because I usually wear like a collared shirt on my auction, just because, you know, I got to keep it like, you know. That was it. Whatever that means to anybody, you know, I think that that's important, but it's open to interpretation. People seem to think when it at least in my hometown here in Los Angeles, people seem to think that when the weather is becoming inclement, drive faster. Like they really seem to want to put their foot on the floor of their Mercedes or their Bentley or Tesla, whatever they're driving. This is not the time to drive faster. People of Los Angeles, I've never really put out an all points bulletin to the people of Los Angeles, but seriously, people of Los Angeles and anywhere, if it snows, people that live in places where it snows, don't drive faster. Don't even drive the same as you did yesterday when the streets were not snowy. Drive a lot slower. There's snow on the road. Drive a lot slower. There's a lot of rain on the road that's like building up in certain areas, and there's a thing called hydroplaning. It just seems so like simple, but that's the only time I'll ever put. I can't say that's the only time I'll ever put out a public service announcement. But that was my public service announcement for tonight. That was my PSA for tonight, and I'm done with it. I need a model for all my high-end clothing I sell on Postmark. What? Flag City, you need help. Why are you selling high-end clothing on Poshmark? Poshmark. I think that's what you're trying to say. I know that. I know what that is because I get like it's the same thing. Like you get suggestions. Is that what it's called? How they guerrilla market you, and all of a sudden like you're talking about mattresses, and they're like, "Hey, buy this mattress from this. Hey, City Mattress, free." Like anything you say, I don't want to do an experiment. We already did one. We didn't even try to do an experiment, and it came up that way. So. No. Trying to have some fun. I thought Poshmark was for women. It's for retired. It's for retired Spice Girls who are married to David Beckham. Poshmark Attack of the Autocorrect. Yeah, it's for retired soccer players that are married to David Beckham. What are you saying, JJ? Gabagaju, gabadu, kappa lava. No. John, what is that? Gabaju. Capo, Cato, Nolo, W. I'm not sure what that means. Bend it like Beckham. He's in like the, I don't know, like $500 million range of net worth, I believe. This whole thing with Messi, because he got Messi to come to Miami. He's a part owner, so he's a part or like major owner of Inter Miami. And Inter Miami, the Major League Soccer team, they got Messi and a bunch of his, I know a bunch of the soccer players now that play on Inter Miami because they got them from Spain and from other like places that Messi he played with a bunch of them already, and they're bringing these like players back together in Miami. But who is a major owner of the team? David Beckham. That's the thing to. That's the whole wrapping it up, winding it up. My name is Red. What's up, Mad Cow? PBS is strong. Just woke up. Big love. Back to bed. Big love prayers. Enjoy life. Be nice. Love you, Big Red. My name is Red. Andy Dufresne. Andy Dufresne and Red. It's a take after Shawshank Redemption. Love you, Red. Alright, I told myself I got 45 more minutes. 45 minutes. I got 45 on it. Messing with that endo weed. I got 5 on it. Soon I'll buy you. I don't know what that means, but I'll just leave it in the chat. I don't know if I've ever introduced y'all to this guy, but he's sitting on the dustbin. He doesn't work anymore, but he used to be the smoking man. To call him the smoking man. Guess that's what I am. That's better. He's a dusty old fart. He is a little dusty old fart, that guy. He's an underachiever, Block Blockers. What can I say? Good night, my name is Red. Love you, homie. Yeah, he doesn't want to, like, he's a failure to thrive. That's what he is, Block Blockers. He's a failure to thrive. He doesn't want to work anymore. He's just a grouchy thing you look at. He's missing a leg. No, he's crossing his legs. He's crossing his legs. He's got a leg right there, and then he's crossing it. He's got his smoke. He's got his drink, and he looks kind of creepy. He definitely looks a little bit, a little creeped out. You can see here where he would blow through. See that little hole in his mouth right there? He would blow the whatever through there. It's probably toxic as hell. He probably didn't want to, like... It's like he blew a smoke screen, and all of a sudden I'm like... I'm like, fine. Like, everything's fine, and like, I turn him on, and then all of a sudden, like, douche. 85-hour stream. I'm gonna be like Chuck Woolery. I'll be back in 2 and 2. Seriously, I'll be back in like 2. It's not like it normally is. But it's alright not to always have stuff how it normally is. Whew. It's fun how you can like have these little fart noises too. Like normally I would, do it like this. I don't know how it works, but also I don't know if you ever knew this about me, but I can. It's been a while since I tried it, but I can make squeaky fart noises with my ear. It's crazy windy here, yeah. V-Rose. It's windy and it's rainy, and yeah. It's not as windy as it is rainy, but it's definitely like stormy, windy, more so than normally, like here for sure. I'll do it with my. You have to have your teeth just so to make that noise. Just so. Pretty sure. Use air in my cheeks. I'm like, what's his name? From the Louis Armstrong. I'm like Louis Armstrong with his cheeks that are like blown out when Louis Armstrong is like playing his trumpet. Great trumpet player. While the new Royal Canadian Mint Dragon coin is double-sided, you can see the dragon from the front and back on both sides of the coin. Whoa, Blockers. That sounds cool. Wind has subsided here. It was windy earlier. I'm listening to it right now. Scoop out my window. Come out my window. Listen to the wind outside, it's blowing. Come to my window, but step away from the window, 'cause it's gonna explode on you. Yeah, don't go by a window when it's a storm outside, because the window will explode onto you. Like, stay away from the windows. Stay away from windows, stay away from bookcases. Keep you all safe. It's easy when you know how. The more you know, the more you grow. G.I. Joe. Could I please show Johnny the picture I sent you of the bananas? Yes. Can I show him? Can I show it on the screen, Mr. V-Rose? Mr. V-Rose. Am I allowed to show that picture on the screen? It will not have your name attached to it. It will just have the pictures of the bananas. Yes, please show it on the screen. So Mr. V-Rose picked those tiny little bananas, and I was telling him, truly, like, those taste much better. I buy those little tiny bananas, the organic ones, and they're expensive. They're much more expensive than the organic, like, this size, normal size, if you will. But yeah, they're small. And I peel them from the opposite end. I peel them from the bottom. Can we talk about peeling bananas from the bottom? Do you peel bananas from the bottom? Hi, Blue Moon Bee. Why do people ask your opinion and then tell you you are wrong? I don't know. I wonder that sometimes too, Blue Moon Bee. Has that been happening to you? Or did it happen to you just recently? Must be that ocean wind. These tiny little bananas, some of them are called burro bananas, but some of them, I mean, there's many different, but they're actually the closest thing to how bananas used to be. These big ones that we eat now, they're not very seeded. Like old school bananas are seeded. They have many more seeds, and I'm losing my. I don't have much memory in my phone, you know. The blue suede shoes was kind of funny earlier. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Doing a thing off my blue suede shoes. You can do some stuff, all that stuff. Do that stuff, nice and rough. No, we'll just move on from that one. People know. Maybe we shouldn't talk about GMOs. Organic is, don't panic, it's organic. How about that? Don't panic about a thing, because it's organic and not GMOs. No Scotchgard either. Alright, fine. I'll stop. Organic is still allowed to use insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. Only the fertilizer is organic. Certified organic. Led Zeppelin does not like it when you play their songs. I can tell you that. V-Rose, did you pick up on that? I was trying to play Tangerine. I was playing the intro to Tangerine. Oh, I go back to D. Yeah, it resolves on D. It's Tangerine. It's a song by Led Zeppelin called Tangerine. Tangerine. Kind of this color right here. Tangerine. Dungeonrine. Dungeonrine. Scoop's feeling it. Scoop. Scoopy doop. Scoopy doop. Transports, motorways, and tram lines, starting and then stopping, taking off and landing the emptiest of feelings, disappointed. People are clinging on to bottles when it comes. It's so disappointing. Let down and hanging around, crushed like a bug in the ground. Let down and hanging around. Shell smash, juices flowing, wings twitching, legs are going. Don't get sentimental, it always ends up trivial one day. I am gonna grow wings, chemical reaction, hysterical and useless, hysterical. Let down and hanging around, crushed like a bug in the ground. Let down and hanging around. Action hysterical, useless hysterical, let down and hanging around, crushed like a bug in the ground, let down and hanging around. Yippee! It's a little Radiohead song. In the pools of congregation, the hills of memories, going where the supersonic trees. Steph, I started to read one of the emails, Steph, and I love you, sis. I will talk to you tomorrow. And I'm glad you're here with us tonight, doing your shipping and just chilling with us. Because you are not a creep. When you here before, I couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Flow like a feather in this beautiful world. So very special. Wish I was special. I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. Want a perfect body. Want perfect soul. Want you to notice when I'm not around. Wish I was special. So very special. I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, she's running out the door. She's running out to whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, so very special. Wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? Sometimes we all feel that way. But it doesn't mean we are that way. I don't know. Just because you feel it doesn't mean it's so. Just because you feel it doesn't mean it's so. I don't think I can do it. Maybe I can. No, can't do it right here. Doesn't mean it's so. Moderation. No. I was gonna try to do a little poll, but I think I can only do it with. I think I can only do a poll with like, what's it called? StreamYards. Yeah, StreamYards. I can't do a poll by myself. Oh well. I can ask people in the chat. Oh well. Time has passed. It's gone. I don't plan on leaving the house tomorrow. I left the house today. I drove out today to get a package, and it was. I'm glad I did because I knew who it was from. It was from Diamond Lou, and he. Oh, here I do have. Oh yes, it's not far. For those of you who didn't make it to the auction earlier, Diamond Lou donated some things among some other people, but I got these at probably about 2 o'clock, and I went on at 5 o'clock. Diamond Lou's Fireworks 2024. Diamond Lou's Fireworks YouTube. It's got the poker chips going on now. So congrats, Diamond Lou. I love that guy. Happy he's got some good stuff going on with this channel. And that was the only reason I left the house today. If I didn't have to go drive to get, I didn't have to go drive to get the package. I wanted to. Because I knew that he said, I have some stuff for you and I'd like to, send it to you. And I was like, I think there's stuff that he's wanted to send for giveaways, which he did, and he sent me some really cool stuff for the giveaways. So I was like, I want to go get it. It'll help me with how I'm preparing for the auction tonight, and so it was worth it to go get it. And I think they're really cool. And he's gonna do one every year. That's the other thing. So Diamond Lou's gonna do one every year, and there'll be different colors. So 2015 will be a different color than the red one this year. Love that guy. Diamond Lou. I think so, Scoop. I've seen a lot of people doing poker chips instead of maybe stickers. I'm not sure. But I have seen a bunch of people, not to take anything away from Lou, but I have, just in all honesty, seen a bunch of people now starting to do poker chips. So it might be the new hot thing. Now I'm going to go, and if Caney Creek Woodcarver's here, he'll let you know where I'm going. But Caney Creek Woodcarver, you know where I'm going. I'm renting it. I don't own this beer. I'm renting it. Oh, here, let's flip this over, and I'll see y'all soon. Good night, Scoop. Good night, Banana Scoop. V-Rose, look what you started with the bananas. Oh, I just thought it was a banana, Mr. V. Pictures. Pictures of bananas. So, one of the things I will tell y'all, I'll wake up and I'll drink some water, maybe water with lemon, and then I'll drink my coffee. And a lot of times, what I'll have is a piece of like sourdough toast, nice big large oblong shape, not necessarily sandwich shaped, a piece of sourdough toast, peanut butter on top of the sourdough toast. Then I'll sprinkle on chia seeds and sliced banana. Put the banana on top. Open face banana, peanut butter and banana, and chia seed sandwich. I eat a banana every day. Bananas are really yummy. I try to eat a avocado every day. Bananas are easier to eat each day than an avocado, but if I can eat both, there's more potassium in an avocado than there is a banana. Potassium's good for you. You won't get cramps, heart attacks. You don't want either one of those. Deep vibes. I'm well, DJ Deep Vibes. How are you? It's great to see you. See, like, you do the lounge and people just drop in. I was going to be out in 30 minutes. No, 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe I'll stay for like 5 hours now. I'm just playing. But that's when I first started like doing live streams, literally I'd be ready to like pop out after like 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes, 8 hours, 9 hours, and somebody would pop in like Deep Vibes, and or somebody like, it would just be a friend that would pop in, and all of a sudden I would be like, all right, like I'm reinvigorated, like let's go, like blah blah blah, like da da da. It's just kind of and I haven't like gone back to this kind of like feeling in a long time, but I don't know if I'm gonna really, honestly, because first of all, I know that it's late. It's almost, well, it's not late. It's almost 12, which doesn't matter. That's kind of what we're talking about. But I don't have some supplies that I would probably want, you know, if I'm going to stay up that late. So that's probably what I mean. I don't have the fun things that I would probably want to, like, you know, get my party on until that time. Good, just chilling after having a little fun, mixing it up for bed. Nice. I'm not in my 40s. I'm in my 30s now. Quite remarkably, I'm in my 30s now. And so my 30s, I'm discovering things in my 30s that I didn't know in my 50s. And that's just the way that life works. It's really strange that way. Pretty sure that's how it works, right? Johnny, I love you, homie. You know that, buddy. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Don't let him in. He's 29. Don't trust anyone under 30. You know that saying, don't trust anyone under 30. Isn't that how it goes, Johnny? No, it is. It's fun to just sit and bullshit with everybody. Like truly, that's kind of the to cut to the chase. Like the lounge is basically just about kicking it and bullshitting it with everybody. Like, don't take it seriously. I know sometimes like we go into the deep end, or I go into the deep end, and you know, not tonight for sure. Tonight's just gonna be a lighthearted, fun night. Mike Panucci, Mike Panucci. Why are you all bothering me? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Deputy Gypsy Wolves, I know you're probably not here, or maybe you're here listening. Deputy Gypsy Wolves, before I knew you, Mike Panucci, he tried to troll me. He's my friend that we would hang out. He trolled me with this built the city on rock and roll from, I don't even know who were they at that time. Were they Jefferson Airplane Starship Builder, Nebulous, Nebulon, Nebucon, Get It On, Bang a Gong. What kind of starship were they? But anyways, Mike Panucci would come at me with this song in the chat, and he would troll me with, we built this city on rock and roll, and I would just be like, there were times where it would just be like, oh really, Mike, like seriously. It's all good. He's got a great sense of humor. What's up, Panucci? Good to see you, buddy. Mike, I made up a song about him. Mike Panucci. Mike Panucci. Y'all take care now and be safe. I have to rest the head and the bed and be ready for the workflow in the AM. Much love and all the best of good vibes. Morning comes all too fast. DJ Deep Vibes. It's so great to see you. Thank you for stopping in, my man. Deep Vibes is going to bed. He says goodnight to all of us in a sweet flow. Now, Can, I heard you're saying you're in your 30s. What? You're at least 40. G-Map, what are you doing up? G-Map? It's late. Hi, G-Map. Silly grandma, she's up late. What a life we all live, right? What lives we all live. That's probably a better way of saying it. What lives we all live. I know I don't need to, but it's fun. Okay, let's do this one too. That one is much louder. Wow. The screaming Christmas goat. You are much louder than the regular Christmas, or the regular goat that screams. Oh, that was loud. Yeah, the Christmas one, it's not messing around. Christmas one is angry. It did not get what it wanted on its list. It's not my fault. Just chill. Sit over there and relax. Sometimes you gotta tell these goats, You know, just like seriously relax, goat. Jerry knows what I'm talking about. Ah! Thing is angry. That's a really angry Christmas goat. It's much angrier than the screaming goat. I mean, it is a screaming goat, but maybe because it's wearing that sweater, they shamed it. That's why. I'm gonna show you. I think I understand now why. Jerry, they're shaming this goat. They're making it wear a sweater and a bell and a hat. This one can just be its regular goat. This one's wearing all this crazy posturing stuff. And it's so much angrier and sadder. Yeah, it's got more of a, you know, cold, awful. I don't know, what is it, like land? it's like a land. Titanic. No, not Titanic. Anyways, he's standing on a warm, warm stump. He's on cold. He's angrier. Definitely angrier. I can understand his plight. He's really louder though. I think he is. Kinkin, I thought maybe you'd be live floating down LA in a bathtub. Happy to see you still on a couch. I'm not going to be on a bathtub, in a bathtub, on a bathtub. No bathtubs. I think we're going to be alright, GMAP and everybody. We live in a place where it's kind of, I think we're safe. But you can never be too safe. We're in a modern, like, you know, cantilevered, you know. we have I think we're pretty safe in the you know, structure that we're in. I feel pretty safe. I don't go to bed like, oh my god, am I gonna die tonight? Is our, you know, street gonna be washed into the Pacific Ocean? I don't feel that way. I can go to bed feeling like I'm not gonna get swept into the Pacific Ocean. At least for now. I feel that way for now. I don't know that way all the time, but thank you, GMAP. I know, and I know, and I know that there are some people that are like in much worse positions than I am, and that all of us are. Like, if we're able to be here and typey and hi and say stuff, and you know, we're in a lot, you know, better way than a lot of people, like, truly, like, not just with weather but with resources and things like that, and I would never want to make light of anybody's situation like that because it's it's understood. There is some sort of like threat, I guess I will say, with where where I'm living right now and what's happening, and there is a big storm in Los Angeles, and I'm not totally exempt from it. I don't mean to like say that but I don't feel like worried that much about it. Like it's raining cats and dogs. It's like you know it's a pretty big storm. There is some flooding around where I've you know walked around today. There is some flooding that I've seen, and I mean literally there's a lot of water. It just the ground can't hold the water that has come. 11 inches in Los Angeles. We're up to 11 inches last I looked. So I mean we're we're okay like right now for sure. And I don't think that it's gonna really hurt us in terms of like you know I don't think our place will get flooded out. Thankfully, the place below us, they might get flooded out. There's a couple places like below us that might get flooded out, but I hope they don't. I don't think that they will. I think that everything is. Who knows? I think like an adult human being thinks, and we have less control over what is really going to happen than anything. Tomorrow we could wake up and it could be nothing weather related. It could just be like some other catastrophe, or it could just be nothing. Everything could just be fine with everybody. Wouldn't that be a treat? So those things can happen too, where it's just like everything can be fine, and everyone wakes up and just has a day, and tomorrow could just be Tuesday, where nothing really bad or great happens. It's a Tuesday. So I think I want to leave it at that. Sometimes we just think things through a little much. I know I do. And if I could write a song right now on the spot, I would, and it would be called Sometimes It's Just a Tuesday. But I'll end it the way I normally do, and it's a Bob Marley song. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We're singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Jack, I'm glad you had the night off. John Jacobs, thank you for all your help and your friendship, my friend. GMAP, love you. My sister, my silly grandma friend. Biggie143, you know how much you mean to me. Mr. V Rose, Cuzzy, my man, Johnny. I love you, homie. Blue Moon B, I love you so much. Thank you so for everything, and also for the hat. I wear that with pride. No one's ever given me something like that. I really want you to understand how much you mean to me. There are people in the chat. Jerry Parker, I want to thank you for coming and chilling with us, especially late night. Love you, Jerry Parker. Thank you so much for chilling with us and being a homeboy. Mike Panucci, thanks for stopping in. Chilling with us. Deep vibes. I'm going back in the chat. Steph. So I want to say something to Steph, if you're still here. Steph, my heart is with you. I'll check in with you tomorrow, or if you want to chat later tonight, Steph, I will be open to just kind of chatting with you quick. And sometimes we all just kind of vibe with each other, and we have some great times, and then other things like come to light, and when you have like things that come to light that are like deeper connections, it just makes it seem real, that like, okay, this is why I came live tonight, you know, there's a reason why we do things. Sometimes they're not like clear, but sometimes they come out in other times and other ways, you know. So until next time, y'all, cheers. I want to say thank you. I want to say I try to understand you, and I want to say that, you know, I try to just be understood on some level, and I know it's difficult, and it's difficult for us all to kind of be understood and to understand each other, but bridges are made every time we put an intention to, like, you know, understand. And when we put out an intention to come and be in a chat, or, you know, come live and do something like this, it bridges that gap, and I feel closer to you all as a result of it, and I really do mean it. I like that feeling. So thank you all. Count your blessings and not your problems. I will see you soon, and